rather have 10 trillion, or what is it? $1 trillion that we can't even comprehend, right? Because you can't even think about that. I can't even comprehend $1 million. I mean, $1 billion. I can comprehend 1 million. Would you rather have $1 trillion or would you rather have 10 minutes with Jesus? I said I would rather have $1 trillion because I feel like God left his word. He left the Bible. There's nothing that he is going to tell me probably in those 10 minutes that isn't already in his word. And secondly, if you have a relationship with him, he can talk to you now. I truly believe the Holy Spirit is in me and he can talk to you. But Pharaoh's like, no, like I want to sit. You said you wanted to sit with Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Also, I feel like if I was really sitting face to face, excuse me, I'm stuttering because that's what I would do if I was face to face with Jesus. And I would waste my 10 minutes stuttering. Like, this is really crazy. Jesus is in front of me. So it's like, at this point, let me just go to my prayer room and pray. And I don't feel like there's going to be anything that Jesus will tell me in those 10 minutes that he hasn't left in his word.
10 minutes with Jesus can be a lifetime. You never know.
And I know when I die, I'm going to see Jesus. And I feel like I can tap into that now. I don't need 10 minutes with Jesus. Like, I have that now. Am I explaining this right? What would y'all do? Would y'all take the trillion or would y'all do 10 minutes with Jesus?
I'm going to take the 10 minutes with Jesus. I want to hear the rest of her reasoning. She has a couple friends that come in, B. Simone here, and has some friends that come in and shares their perspective on it. I'm going to take the 10 minutes with Jesus. I was talking to my wife about this earlier, and we went through this scenario. And yes, $1 trillion definitely sounds... definitely sounds tempting to take, but the 10 minutes with Jesus, and I say that because I understand B. Simone's standpoints. You already have a relationship with God. You can pray to him now. You can read his word. There's so many ways that you can connect with him in that 10 minutes. But one thing I think that she fails to realize is that's all spiritual connection, and none of us have yet to connect with him on a physical level. So for him to physically be there, 10 minutes, and we know stories in the Bible of people who touched the hem of his garment in seconds, not even for 10 minutes, just touched it for seconds, and they were healed. Imagine what would happen in 10 minutes. You know, that 10 minutes could possibly, he may be able to, I don't know, being next to him for 10 minutes could produce $1 trillion. I mean, when you really think about it. But I want to keep hearing what she had to say on this. And you guys let me know what you guys would do. $1 trillion or 10 minutes with Jesus.
In the trillion, and I'm going to my prayer room. Final answer. No, because seriously, I really hope I'm making sense. What I'm saying is I can already talk to Jesus now through prayer, through...
But here's how I'm looking at it, right? My perspective.
Okay, come tell your perspective.
My perspective of why I would want 10 minutes with Jesus, because it could turn into anything. He can educate you. He can give you more knowledge. But for me, like, yes, I am in my prayer corner. And yes, but sometimes he might be able to give you the answer or whatever it is that you're looking for in that 10 minutes. But to have 10 minutes with Jesus.
I don't feel like Jesus is going to say anything that he already hasn't left in his word.
But you don't know that. If you don't have any questions for him. See, I'm a person that has a couple of questions. And I know in the praying aspect, we might have to wait 5 days to 5 years sometimes. But in this situation, I'm able to talk to him for 10 minutes right here face to face. I may be able to get some instantaneous answers that I've been wanting to get for a very long time.
I understand that. Maybe I just want to see him in person and really be like, Jesus, you're right here. I love you so much. Like,
you might already feel like that.
Okay, that's your perspective. But for me, I'm going to take that 10 minutes with Jesus because I just want to get as much, tell me what
closure.
I need to do.
I need
closeness. More closeness.
Oh, I thought you were like, I need closure.
No. Closeness, like, just to be able to be 10 minutes before my time comes, I'll take it.
Mm.
Or what he might tell you in those 10 minutes, are you genuinely ready for that? Like, you know.
Why not?
Ooh. But I'm saying that what he's going to tell you in prayer, are you genuinely ready for that? I don't know. What do y'all think? 10 minutes with Jesus or the $1 trillion, and why? And then also it's like, am I taking the 10 minutes to see if my faith is real? I want to have faith without seeing Jesus. I feel like the 10 minutes also, not a cop out, but it's like, all right, let me see 10 minutes with Jesus. Yeah, let me see if he's real. Or let me see if this, what I believe in is like, it's like testing your faith. So
She justifying that $1 trillion that she wants pretty hard here.
I don't know. I just need y'all to comment. What would you do?
Even all those people back in the day who did get to experience Jesus,
Man.
and then they have that forever. So that's my perspective on it. Like they
Yes,
have that
yes.
experience.
But what's crazy is the people back in the day experienced Jesus and still didn't believe.
Yeah.
Like even them experiencing him firsthand, there were still doubters. They were still not listening to him. They were
Nah, she wants that $1 trillion. Yes, there were people back in the day who saw him, saw the miracles, heard of the miracles, and still didn't believe. But we're coming from an aspect here where we already believe and we're getting the opportunity to see him and spend time with him for 10 minutes. I personally am going to take the 10 minutes. I'm going to want to spend that time with him. I'm going to be honest with you because there's a part of me, because I understand as a believer, I've got to hold a record for, I've got to make account for everything I've done. I've got to explain everything I've done before God someday. And I would have been presented with this question of $1 trillion or spending 10 minutes with God. And I would want to know in front of his face that, hey, God, I chose you no matter what. Money, as tempting as it was, money never took my focus away from you. So I'm going to be honest with you. That's a lot of my decision making, not only do I really want to see God, but when you really think about it, to behold his beauty, to behold the glory of God, like right before you, I think that could be a bit intimidating. And I'm not going to lie, that's what my thought is. So yeah, that $1 trillion, I think B. Simone definitely was trying to justify the fact that she wanted that $1 trillion, but there definitely is benefits to both. I want to know what you guys would do, honestly, if you were presented that opportunity of receiving $1 trillion or spending 10 minutes with Jesus. What would you do? And tell me why exactly you would do that in the comment section down below, guys. But that's all I got for you guys on this one. I appreciate you guys sticking through all the way if you guys have. To the next one, y'all. I'm out.